It is generally agreed that Boston is the toughest place in the NBA to win, unless you happen to be a Celtic. But win or lose, anyone who visits Boston Garden leaves impressed, and that includes Houston coach Del Harris.
The Boston crowd is a traditional crowd. They've been coming here. They know the players. They know all the nuances, how to help their team get up, how to maybe get on the referees a little bit. In Houston, we won't have quite that kind of a crowd, and in fact, we'll have a couple thousand, maybe 3,000 Celtic fans who have pioneered their way down to Houston.
This is not to say that the Celtics have the only good fans around, because whatever Houston fans lack in experience, they certainly make up for with their enthusiasm.
No, I don't believe it. Rockets, NBA, all right.
Just love them, always have.
Hey, man, it's surprise team of the year.
Well, we didn't think they'd make it this far, truthfully, but now that they have, we're really behind them.
I think they're great, and just glad to be here to witness it, because I know they're going to win today.
Go Rockets! Yeah!
At a Rocket game, the Summit sports enough red and gold to shame even a New England countryside in October. The arena is filled with posters, pennants, T-shirts, banners, and every other artifact imaginable to indicate the fans' support of their team. This is basketball down-home style. You can bet Del Harris and his team were glad to return home from Boston. All of that Celtic green can make a guy see red. As the teams lined up for the sixth game of the series, the biggest question mark was Larry Bird. In the third, fourth, and fifth contests, Bird averaged less than 10 points a game. And for the Rockets to force a seventh game, they would have to stop him again. But Larry Bird would not be stopped. Not on this night. After a frustrating series, Bird found his lost shooting touch and with it regained the rest of his game. When Bird is hot, he is nearly impossible to defend. In the sixth game, Robert Reed tried everything, but even when Reed forced a miss, Bird managed to score.
And Bob, you're 100% on Larry Bird. Now wait a minute.
Reed had actually outscored Bird in the first half, but Del Harris felt that Reed's defensive play should come first.
And whenever somebody releases a shot, I want you putting a rear end on him. He's got 2 offensive rebounds already. Don't want him to have any more.
But what Del Harris wanted was not at all what Larry Bird had in mind. If number 33 wasn't shooting, he was passing. Or rebounding. Larry grabbed 13 missed shots in Game 6 to lead the Celtics in that category. But it was on the offensive end of the floor that his presence was most significant. Bird's 8 third-quarter points turned a nip-and-tuck game into a sizable Boston advantage. With an NBA title at stake, Del Harris called time to regroup.
We get out there. All right, now look, we got to take our time on offense. We're behind, but we don't want to get in a hurry. We got to get the points by executing.
Execute. With the season on the line, Del Harris went back to basics. The Celtic lead actually got as large as 17 points, but Houston was ready for one final stand. Melvin Garrett's hot shooting off the bench led the way, and the lead was cut to 6. The Rockets were back in it, and they were on a tear. This time it was Bill Fitch and the Celtics who needed a breather. When play resumed, the Celtics got the ball to Larry Bird, and he knew what to do with it. With only a minute and a half left, Bird hit this three-pointer, and the Celtic lead went from 3 to 6. Now, every possession counted. Robert Reed missed from inside the lane, but somehow he got his own rebound and the benefit of a goaltending call. The lead was back to 4. But that was as close as it got. Cedric Maxwell scored 4 points in the final minute and 20 seconds to guarantee the Celtics victory and sew up the MVP award for himself. Now all the Celtics had to do was hold on.
You still have 20 seconds. You handle the basketball defensively. You saw where they're going for the three-pointer. Cover, put a hand up, but you rebound with 5 guys. Now listen, you're 1 rebound away from letting a smile on my face. I swear, if you're going to rebound, I'll smile.
In the old days, with only seconds on the clock, Coach Red Auerbach's lit cigar meant another championship. But these days, Boston players will settle for a smile from their coach. With time running out and the Celtics playing keep away, it was easy to imagine another group of Celtics from a different era doing exactly the same thing. The names and faces have changed, but the uniforms are the same, and so are the results. Surely, this is a dynasty renewed.
I'd like to say that we all had a great deal of respect for Houston and for that basketball team that's sitting in the Houston locker room. It was a great series, and we're just proud to have that championship trophy because of the amount of talent we had to beat to get it. All right. Red, did you ever get tired of this?
Never, never, never. And I'll tell you one thing. We got off to 13, we're on to 14. They were simply tremendous. Fantastic. They really showed a lot of character all the way through. I think Fitch, Harry, the ball players, they all came through. I'm so proud of them, like any other championship. Yahoo!